As a football club, if you want to learn how to do football business, you want to learn how to sell, how to buy players, go nowhere. Chelsea is the right club. Is the Harvard of football. That is the club you should go to learn. The same way you go to Barcelona if you want to raise good players, talent, you go to La Masia. If you want to do football business, you want to make money, and you want to sign better players, the club you should go to is Chelsea. Is Chelsea. Can you see what they are doing in the transfer market? These guys are buying the important players and they are selling the important players. They are making money and they are also signing players. Seriously, Chelsea is cooking something for next season. I don't know what they are cooking yet, but I know that what we are going to be seeing next season is another type of Chelsea. Xabi Alonso, tell us, what are you cooking? You need to come and explain to us. And it will be very painful if Chelsea played rubbish next season. Because you cannot say that Bluco did not support you. One of the best things that you can do to your coach is to support him. Give him the players, the necessary tools that he needs. And one of the things that they did was giving Alonso the opportunity and the right to be able to sign the players that he wants. And just look at what he's doing in the transfer market. He's just getting the players that he needs for the team. The combination of talent and experience in the team. So right about now, I want us to talk about the players that Chelsea have signed and what these players are going to contribute into this team. It is very important. Now, the first player that they signed is Palestra. Palestra is going to bring a balance to the right wing, the right back of Chelsea. And this player is so versatile that he can play in the right and he can also play as a left back. And also he can attack. So when it comes to switching, advancing to make crosses, to score goals or create chances, this guy is very good. He's one of the best right back, in Serie A last season. I think he's the best right back so far in Serie A last season, creating a lot of chances as scoring some important goals for his team last season. And Chelsea just take this opportunity and they find this player and sign him. This is a good player, a good signing for Chelsea. And looking at it, Reece James, if not because you are a captain, I would have said that next season you should just sit down on the bench. And it is good because Reece James is an injury-prone player, and also not just that, he can also play in the midfield. So, which will give Palestra an opportunity to play more for Chelsea. Just look at what he played against Western Sydney. The guy is very good. And the next player that we need to talk about that Chelsea signed is Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers was signed for a fee of £117 million. That money na big money. Serious. That money is quite much, and Morgan Rogers need to justify it, by performing for Chelsea at the highest level next season. He really need to perform. Everybody, thought that Morgan Rogers will be playing for Arsenal because Arsenal was so close. But Chelsea came all the way and hijacked this deal. And today he's going to be playing with, Cole Palmer, his best friend. They've been coming together all the way from Man City, and now they have the opportunity to play together at the highest level. So Morgan Rogers for last season, it was an Aston Villa player, and he did very well. It was one of the best players in the Premier League, helped Aston Villa to win the UEFA Champions League. And one of the things that this guy is going to bring into this Chelsea team is the attacking, capability, is the attacking force, attacking fire. Because this guy is very good. He can play from the left wing, he can play from the right wing, and he can also play from the midfield. And last season, we saw his ability, creating chances. And that's one of the reasons Arsenal were looking forward to signing before Chelsea, came and signed him. This guy is going to bring, and at the end of the day, for his performance last season, he made it to the World Cup. And you saw what he played at the World Cup against Argentina. He performed very well, and it was fantastic all throughout the World Cup, with the opportunity that was given to him. And the next player that we need to talk about is Lacrosse. Yes, Lacrosse is a good player. We have to talk more about Chelsea because Chelsea are the one doing the signings, this season. And please, thank you for all the support you have been giving for this page. Please subscribe, like this video, and also leave a comment on this video. Thank you. We appreciate your love and we appreciate your support. So, Lacrosse is an important defender that Chelsea need to get. Because come on, Chelsea cannot depend on Bodashile or Badashile. No, Chelsea cannot depend on that guy. That guy is not good. In fact, if I'm a defender, I am better than that guy. I am better than that guy. So Chelsea have Fofana, they have Kowil, they have Badashile, they have one other defender. But adding Lacrosse to this team would mean that Adarabioyo, Xabi Alonso, I don't know the reason why this guy should remain at Chelsea for next season. This guy should be sent out on loan or should be sold. This is even funny how Chelsea gave him the handband against Western Sydney. I'm still asking, Adarabioyo, the guy is playing nothing. So with the addition of Lacrosse from Crystal Palace, is going to bring balance to the defense line. This guy, he has experience as a Premier League player and is 28 years old. One of the things that I noticed is that Chelsea need coordination in that defense line. They need somebody who have this leadership characteristic that will be able to coordinate the defense line, and it is very, very important that they get that. I think they should be able to see that and get that from Lacrosse. So Danny Welbeck is another player that Chelsea got and bringing in a lot of experience, coming in as a backup striker to Joao Pedro. And there's one thing about Chelsea and Brighton that we need to talk about. Chelsea have now become the permanent home of Brighton players now. Look at the players that they have signed from Brighton. Enciso from Brighton, Danny Welbeck, Sanchez, a lot of players from Brighton, and now they have ended up signing Welbeck. So Welbeck is going to bring a lot of support experience, supporting the young, attackers that Chelsea, have. That's one of the things that Chelsea need. And thanks to Alonso for, getting to notice this, that yes, I have talented players. They are young players. They need an experienced player in their midst so that they can bring balance to this team. And that's one of the reasons, Chelsea decided to sign Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck is a good player, scoring 13 goals last season, even more goals than the big players that was signed in the Premier League to the Premier League last season, and he scored 13 goals ahead of Konwa, Sesko, 13 goals all the way from the bench. So it shows that Welbeck is growing. As he's growing, is increasing in performance. We know Welbeck when he was at Manchester United, Arsenal, and this guy has never for once dropped. He has been moving to every club and he has been performing. So bringing him to Chelsea for 1 year or 2 years deal is not a bad thing. He's going to deliver, I am very sure, because Welbeck is very good when it comes to scoring. He can score from outside the box. He can score from in the box. He can score free kick. He can score with his head. A lot of advantage, that Danny Welbeck is bringing into this Chelsea team. Last but not the least is Jordan Henderson. I know that this guy is coming to Chelsea with a load of experience. Last season for Brentford, he was one of the best midfielder in the Premier League with long passes, short passes, and his ability to, to break the line with his passing and also play as a defensive midfielder. So he's bringing a lot of advantage to Chelsea team. And I know the main reason why they are signing this guy is because of his experience, not for anything. He might likely be coming in one of the matches. He might likely be coming in some of the matches to bring support to, the midfielders, Lavia, the midfielder that Chelsea has already. So let's see what will happen. So these are the advantage and these are the players that Chelsea signed during this transfer window. There's possibility that Chelsea will still be signing more players. So Chelsea fans, please subscribe to this video, like this video, and let me see your comments on this video. Thank you for your support. Always see you in the next one.